Listen to that radio chatter, mate. That is not some bloke having a bad day at work. That is a 3-time Supercars champion. The same man who turned a Chicago street into his personal playground back in 2023. And right now, he sounds like he is driving a shopping trolley with a flat tire. The Daytona 500 Inches, February 2026, told the whole story. Shane Van Gisbergen led laps in the Great American Race. He had the field on a string. He looked like a true contender. Then the big one hit on lap 124. By the end of the day, he was 30th, 1 lap down, caught in the wreck like a rookie. And something about this whole season just does not feel right. Something stinks at Trackhouse Racing. And tonight, we are putting the boot in, because the data, the lap times, the pit stops, and the equipment, it all points in one direction. Stick with me, because what is hiding in the number 97 garage logs will make your blood boil. Let us get one thing straight. On a road course, SVG is a god. 7 career cup wins. That includes his shocker debut win at Chicago in 2023, a massive 5-win haul in 2025, and his recent 2026 win at Watkins Glen. And that Watkins Glen win was no easy stroll. He was 29 seconds back from the lead with just 18 laps to go. He hunted down Ty Gibbs and took the checkered flag in a tactical masterclass. His hit rate is historic. He could win that race blindfolded. But the moment that car turns left and only left, it is like someone yanked the fuel cell out. Daytona, wrecked. Talladega, wrecked from a top 10 spot. Bristol, totally invisible. He sits 16th in points, hundreds of points behind the leader. Only 1 win all season, and that came on a road course. Now compare that to the rookie next door, and the picture gets very uncomfortable. Connor Zilisch is 19 years old. He is the American Golden Boy, handpicked by team owner Justin Marks, slotted into the number 88, which used to be Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number. You do not hand a teenager that number unless your whole marketing plan is built around him. Through 13 races in 2026, Zilisch has 0 wins, 0 top 5s, and 0 top 10s in points-paying races. He sits 32nd in the standings. SVG, the so-called oval struggler, sits 16th with a win and a pole. He is beating the rookie by a country mile on paper. So why does it feel like SVG is the one being treated like the backup driver? Now it gets spicy. Look at Echo Park, Atlanta, where SVG ground out a career-best 6th-place finish on an oval. The number 97 crew was running pit stops in the high 1-0, second range. The sister car was getting sub-10s on the same tire changes. At Talladega, SVG cycled out of a green flag pit stop 2 full positions further back than he entered. 2 positions on a superspeedway, where track position is everything. That is not bad luck, Cobber. That is a pattern. And SVG himself told SiriusXM there's more speed to find before the number 97 can legitimately challenge on ovals. Read between the lines. A driver does not say that on the record unless he has already said it 10 times behind closed doors, and nobody is listening. Hold that thought, because the pit stop story is just the appetizer. The real evidence is buried in the engineering shop, and we will get there in a minute. Let me ask you something. When Trackhouse and Red Bull announced their massive 25-race deal for 2026 with matte dark blue paint schemes and the whole shebang, whose face was front and center at the launch? Whose car got unveiled first? Whose Daytona 500 debut got the primetime Justin Marks Instagram reel? It was not the Kiwi who actually wins races for them. It was the rookie with 0 top 10s. This is the part Trackhouse does not want you to think about. NASCAR is an American sport. American sponsors, American TV deals, American fans. The brutal truth is, a 19-year-old kid from North Carolina sells more die-cast in Charlotte than a 37-year-old bloke from Auckland ever will, even if the Auckland bloke is twice the racer. So when the engineering hours get divided up on a Wednesday afternoon at the Trackhouse shop in Concord, who do you reckon gets the simulator time? Who gets the fresh build motor for Bristol? Who gets the hand-me-down setup sheet from last spring? I am not saying it, I am just asking it. But the numbers are screaming the answer. Now, 3 smoking guns. Pay attention. Smoking gun number 1, the oval trajectory. In 2025, SVG's average finish across his first 10 oval races was a horror show at 29.6. Across the last 10 oval races, it dropped to 22.3. That is a 7-position jump. The bloke was learning, adapting, getting faster. Then 2026 rolls around. New crew chief set up, new teammate getting all the engineering love, and suddenly he is wrecking out of Daytona and Talladega from competitive positions. Coincidence? Decide for yourself. Smoking gun number 2. The Talladega telemetry. SVG was running 17th and in position for stage points. The car was handling well. Then mid-run, the balance went off a cliff. Ryan Preece, in equipment that should not match a Trackhouse Chevy on paper, ended up at the front. SVG ended up collected in the last lap wreck and classified 20th. Smoking gun number 3. The short track puzzle. SVG ran a solid 11th at Martinsville in the cookout, 400 back in March, grinding out a highly respectable result. Zilisch languished back in 26th. So who gets the post-race PR push? Who gets the future of the sport headlines on NASCAR.com? It gets worse. The number 97 team reportedly did not even get the updated bump stop package that the number 88 ran at the Echo Park Spring Race. Same team, same shop, different parts, bin. Tell me that is not putting the boot into your own driver. Hang on, because the next part might be the biggest of all. Hendrick Motorsports just promoted Corey Day. Big news in silly season talk. But buried under that headline is the real story of Trackhouse's engineering problem. They know they cannot match Hendrick's top-of-the-line gear. So what did Justin Marks do? He went out and poached Brandon McSwain, William Byron's own lead race engineer at Hendrick Motorsports, and made him Ross Chastain's new crew chief for 2026. Think about that for a second. They raided the enemy camp to close the gap. That tells you everything about how big the Hendrick edge really is. Now think about it from SVG's seat. If your own team boss is busy poaching Hendrick engineers to fix the gap, what is he telling his Kiwi driver behind closed doors? We are working on it, mate. Just be patient. And what does a 3-time Supercars champion, a man who walked away from a guaranteed 888 seat to chase the NASCAR dream, do when he hears that? He starts taking phone calls. From Rick Hendrick, from Joe Gibbs, from anyone with a fast cup car and an empty seat. Down here in New Zealand, the rumor mill has been spinning for months that SVG's seat at Trackhouse is shakier than a Christchurch veranda. Shane van Gisbergen has won more cup races in his first 47 starts than Kyle Larson did in his. Let that sit for a tick. More than Larson, the same bloke Hendrick paid an absolute fortune to keep. And yet, Trackhouse is treating him like the spare wheel in the back of the ute on ovals. So here is the question for every Aussie and Kiwi watching this. Is Trackhouse Racing actually holding SVG back to protect Connor Zilisch's rookie campaign? Or is SVG just not good enough on ovals yet? The Kiwi legend is not broken. He is being held back. And the moment he breaks free, the whole bloody paddock had better look out.